Okay, so this is a short video on this troubleshooting technique, and this is a common mistake I see often, that you have a function which you mean to call, but it's never called because it's not inside the parentheses. Okay, so let's have this little game. I'll show you two pictures, whether you can spot the difference. Okay, here are the two images, and well, obviously you can spot the difference. So what we have here on the left is not a bicycle. Okay, this is bicycle parts, but it's not put together. It's not functioning as a bicycle. Although the pieces are in the right order, it's ready to assemble, but it's not a bicycle. This is a bicycle. Okay, this can be used if you happen to be in the Lego world, at least. Okay, so it's like, this is totally obvious. But you will see that the same thing happens in code as well. And sometimes it's not that. Okay, so here's the code example. If you say that you want to say that, oh, I want to create a string, and say that, well, you want to say this. Okay, no, it's like, I don't want to say that. Okay, and it's like, yeah, you sort of want to put together a string. Now let's see what happens if we evaluate it. Well, yeah, I mean, this is the bicycle not assembled. You just have a function, a number, and a string, and it's just put down, just lying around pieces, and the closure goes through, and it's, yeah, okay, this is a function, this is a number, and this is a string, and by the way, I'm expected to return something, so, well, here is this last thing, so I give you back that. However, what probably you wanted to say is that, well, call this function with this number and with this string. Okay, well, okay, so the difference is obvious, right? So this is a function call. We have the parentheses, and this is not a function call. This is just a bunch of things. Yeah, the parentheses makes a big difference, because now this is actually, well, you can view it as a function call, or you can view it as a value. Okay, this is the same, and as we talked about it, this string is the same as this function call. Okay, so sure, you would say that, oh, I know this, I will not make this mistake. Well, when it's so obvious, you don't. But then I see often it's like, if you write a function, it's called G, which takes a name, and I see this often, that because you already have a parenthesis, like, you don't feel that you have to do that, and you write something like this. Okay, and you say G of, say, Jim, and it's like, whoa, what happens? Why does it give me just the exclamation mark? Okay, because, well, you have the same problem here. This is not a function call. Well, in other programming languages, this might be enough, you know, different syntax, but in order, if you want the function to be called, then you really have to put it into the parentheses. So, okay, let me just copy this over. So that's what's missing. Okay, now it works fine, except that I misspelled word. Okay, and it's like the more complicated expression you have, you might have an expression inside an expression, it's more likely to forget about actually calling the function. Okay, so that's why I've seen this mistake a couple of times, so that's why I thought that it's probably makes sense to talk about it a little bit.